let's talk about dear Rinso Blue, shall we? You remember the old line about how high is up? How high is up could be, you know, like that high, could be this high, could be that high. Any kind of high. Doesn't make any difference. But I suppose there must be a real accurate scientific type answer to such questions. Questions like how white is white. But for me, when I think of whiteness, I think of how white Rinso Blue gets my shirts. Because that is just about the whitest white that there is. You see, Rinso Blue blues as it washes, right in its own hot, sudsy water. And you don't have to mix anything. You don't have to stop your washer to add the bluing because everything you need is right here in the box. And that bluing action works during the whole cleaning cycle. So whiteness is therefore washed into your clothes and not just rinsed in. And Rinso Blue not only gets white things whiter, it's wonderful for colors, too. Makes them look fresher, you know. Now, if you washed a print with red roses on it, those roses would come out looking just picked. You take my word for it, everything that you wash in Rinso Blue will come clean because Rinso Blue has special cleaning powers. For instance, there is one called a penetrator that reaches right down into the fibers. Then there is an extra cleaning ingredient to take care of extra soiled spots. Extra spoiled sots. Extra soiled spots. And last of all, but certainly not least important, there is a rinse-clean action that holds dirt away from the clothes. Now, all of these powers, they work together, you see, like a team of little magnets to loosen, to lift, and to pull the dirt from your wash. So the next time that you do a wash, you put those special cleaning powers to work for you. Pour Rinso Blue into your washer, and you will see with your own eyes that there is something magnetic about the way Rinso Blue works. You try it. Real great stuff.
Mmm. Can I have some more, Mommy?
But you drank it so fast.
I can't say that I blame her, though, Mother. Orange juice is so good, and so good for her.
Yes, but it's so expensive.
Not when you use Snowcrop frozen fresh orange juice. Why, thank you, Teddy Snowcrop. A day-by-day study for 1 solid year proved Snowcrop cost you only half as much. Yes, only half as much as the same amount of juice from oranges you have to carry home and squeeze.
Is that so?
It certainly is. And what's more, Snowcrop gives you all the fresh flavor, vitamin C, and health-giving minerals of home squeeze juice. And it's so easy to prepare. Just take a look at this. To 1 can of Snowcrop orange juice concentrate, add 3 parts water, mix, and serve. And in a recent nationwide blind taste test, people voted by over 2 to 1. Snowcrop tastes better than home squeeze. There, children, try some. Now, what do you say?
Oh, boy. Mmm, that's good.
It's always good. So get Snowcrop frozen orange juice at your favorite food store.
The finest foods are chosen.
Yeah, the freshest foods are frozen by Snowcrop Frozen Foods. Get Snowcrop. Snowcrop.
Stopette asks, what's your line?
I've got the busiest job in the whole world, American housewife. That means being on the go all day long. And it means looking my best at dinner time, too. That's why I always use Stopette spray deodorant. It gives me protection I can be sure of no matter what my day's schedule calls for. It's so quick and so wonderfully convenient. Just a squeeze of the bottle and poof, there goes perspiration. Hold the bottle upright and you get this fine, misty spray.
Yes, here at last is the truly modern deodorant. No sticky fingers, no mess, no waste. Oops. But don't worry, that marvelous Stopette bottle can't break, leak, or spill. Find out for yourself why millions have turned from old-fashioned deodorants to the new convenience, new effectiveness of Stopette. At your favorite drug or cosmetic counter, ask for Stopette spray deodorant.
Whew, there goes perspiration.
Here is a word from the Tony folks.
The up and coming hairstyles are sleek, 20 curl hairstyles. Perky, short, 20 curl hairstyles. Smooth, long 20 curl hairstyles. There's no end to the smart new 20 curl hairstyles. You can perfectly wave with Tip Tony, the 20 curl permanent, the first permanent custom made for these new hairstyles and for between permanent stragglers. Only half the curlers to wind, actually half the work. Tip Tony is the same as Tony, only smaller, and costs just $1.25. You get fresh air waving lotion in a sealed bottle every time. Just the right amount for 20 curls. There's no end to the 20 curl hairstyles you can have with Tip Tony, the only 20 curl permanent in 3 types of lotions. One just right for you.
One hand behind my back. Well, I wonder what Betty Furness is going to do with one hand behind her back like that.
Come with me, and I'll show you what every one of you can do single-handed. Here, you can tune in this wonderful new Westinghouse television set with just one hand like this, because it has the sensational new Westinghouse single-dial control. There's no more fussing with several dials. You just turn this one dial, and you're tuned in perfectly. Now, in the set that you're watching now, does a channel ever come in like this and give you only sound? Or, when the picture comes in clear like this, is the sound ever so hard to get that all you hear is this? Well, that never happens with this wonderful new Westinghouse set because of the miracle of Westinghouse synchro tuning. Picture and sound come in together just like that. And once tuned, this set stays locked in tune. Now, here's something that will really amaze you. Here's the size of the screen in most table models. Now, let's compare it with this new Westinghouse screen. There. Now, that's quite a difference, isn't it? Engineering improvements give you a huge 17-inch rectangular screen in this wonderfully compact new Westinghouse set. And it gives you a black glass tube, which means that you get a clear, sharp picture, even in daylight. Now, this set also has a built-in antenna, and that means that in many areas, there's no installation of any kind. You save the entire cost of it. So why put up with a set that isn't really up to date and has an old-fashioned small screen when you can get this wonderful new 17-inch Westinghouse set at a modest price? Just ask your dealer for the Westinghouse Linwood. There's no other set in its price range that compares with it. You can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
If you prefer a long cigarette, try Cavaliers, the great new king-size cigarette made by the makers of Camels. King-size Cavaliers give you mildness where it really counts, in the feel of the smoke. So inhale, feel that light extra mildness in the smoke of a Cavalier. Cavaliers are king-size, yet priced no higher than leading regular-size brands. So try Cavaliers. Feel that mildness. Taste that flavor. That's a Cavalier.
Stop? I wonder what Betty Furness wants to stop for. Let's ask her.
I want to stop you from being fooled by some of the things you hear these days about self-defrosting refrigerators. Now, there are so many different claims that I think perhaps the best way to clear it up is for me to show you this. The one refrigerator in the whole world that never needs defrosting any time or any place. The wonderful new Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator. Now, perhaps you've seen this claim. Well, now, of course, there's no reason to defrost any refrigerator here in the middle shelves. Up here is where those words belong, up on the freeze chest, the only place in any refrigerator where frost ever builds up. But there's never any need to defrost any part of this Westinghouse refrigerator because it always keeps itself frost-free. Now, have you ever seen this claim? Now, what is the point in a refrigerator defrosting itself every night? Well, there's no point at all, because unless you're opening the door constantly, there's no reason to defrost the refrigerator every night. This Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator defrosts itself only when it's actually needed, the very moment that frost starts to build up. Now, here's something that I want you to see. here's what happens to ice cream and other so-called automatic refrigerators during defrosting. You see, the ice cream melted, the flavors ran together, and then it froze up again. But now, look at this ice cream. In the Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator, ice cream stays hard and firm like this all the time, because defrosting takes place so fast that nothing in the freeze chest has even the merest chance to melt. Now, some refrigerators that claim to be automatic don't get rid of the defrost water, and then you have to empty messy drip pans and... Oh, dear, that happens so often. But with the Westinghouse frost-free refrigerator, the moment that frost starts to build up here on the freeze chest, the magic frost-free system goes to work. It quickly melts what little frost has gathered. The tiny amount of defrost water is drained off and is automatically evaporated. So when you buy a new refrigerator, why don't you get the most automatic one of all? The only refrigerator that is always frost-free. Remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Ethel, don't dare buy that automatic till you've seen it wash.
All right, let's do a load in our demonstration tumbler with Dash.
Dash?
The detergent Montgomery Ward packs at the factory in every Imperial washer-dryer.
Any soap would do.
Not for modern automatics. Safe sudsing Dash prevents over-sudsing machine failures.
You'll have cleaning failures without heaping suds.
Well, now, our demonstration towels are particularly dirty. Dash gives us the best cleaning possible. That's one reason Ward's recommends Dash.
Rather have a woman's word on cleaning.
More women use Dash in these machines than any other product, but judge for yourself. Remember, the Ward's Imperial has 4 wash cycles. It washes and dries with 2 simple settings, while Dash keeps suds safe.
Incredible cleaning. Sign the sales slip, Ethel, and never use anything but Dash.